Hello, my friends, my family, and anybody that's been lucky enough to find the magnetic soul. Today, I take you on a journey through some of our words. Yes, I'm one that likes to break down our words and see where they can benefit or hinder us in our life. I like to reverse engineer and deconstruct things, so give me a little time and a little patience, and maybe I might bring something to the table that'll spark your mind, spark your heart. Who knows? Needless to say, today I'm going to ask you for your permission to allow me to give you these 4 words and some of the ways that you can change them to be more positive in your own life. So let's get started, shall we? Today's word of the day, the 4 words of the day. Problem, can't, try, and but. Ooh, what did I bring up here now? Well, first word, problem. If you can eliminate this word in your life alone, you will exponentially improve your happiness and your own sense of well-being in any situation, circumstance, or event that does unfold. The reason why is because whenever we have something happen to us, there's a high % chance that we default to, well, now that's a problem. And when we start diverting our attention and energy to the problem, where do you think our focus goes? To the problem, not to the solution. So in focusing on the problem, what do you think happens? We get more of the problem. More keeps piling up because we start worrying about it, or we start trying to fix it and start trying to control it. No, can't do that. So whenever you have a situation arise, there's different ways that you can actually look at this with eliminating that word problem. Let's say you have a situation. You can say, well, now this seems like a perfect opportunity for growth. Or this seems like a hurdle that needs to be overcome, a challenge to be met. Or, one of my personal favorites, a blessing in disguise. You can take it either way. You can take it any way that you want. But if you can sit there and look at anything and say, where is the goodness in this that I haven't seen? Where is the greatness that is yet to come? And what will be my overall outcome? Well, as soon as you can eliminate that word, you'll find out 50% of your problems will just vanish. Yeah, it's that simple. I found that to be the case in my life, and I'm speaking from experience on that one. And don't get me wrong, some of these words, they do have relevance in certain situations and certain constructs of the way that we communicate with one another, so it doesn't apply to every situation. Okay, take that and understand that first off. Let's get to the second word, can't. Now this is a good one, because I heard it from my mentor, George Zalicki, like this. Most of the time people will say they can't, when the reality of it is that they won't. And that's probably a good 60 to 80% of the time. The other times, it's just that they really can't. They don't have the resources, capabilities, or even understanding to be able to do what you want them to do or what you need them to do. But also, this is a word that is a derivative of 2 words, can and not. So you either can or you cannot. There is no in between. And this is where a lot of us have that word come up in our vocabulary when it comes to our own beliefs, values, and everything that we deem important. We limit ourselves by saying, I can't do that. I can't do this. I'm not cut out for that. I'm not made to do that. There's no way in hell I could even accomplish something like that. You see where that word can't can go? It can lead to a whole slew of different phrases and words that come along that really can poison your intention and poison your mind, because then it really makes you start doubting your own capabilities. As soon as you put the word can't onto your own potential, you limit yourself in its fullness, and you will never understand the full potential of what you have available at your fingertips in doing so. Now here's another example. Steve Harvey, in one of his reels that I saw, was talking about fleas and how when they caught them in nature, they put them in a glass jar with a lid on it. And now, fleas in nature have a 36-inch vertical. They can jump 3 feet in the air naturally. And this is just the potential that they have. Well, in the process of catching these fleas from the wild and putting them in this glass jar, it only took them a couple of times of jumping into the lid of the jar to realize that they couldn't escape. So after a while, they would jump, but they would only jump to the very bottom of the lid, just barely touching it, out of the fear of pain and whatnot. So as the future generations of fleas came along, what ended up happening was that after a while of the old fleas dying off and the new fleas being born, they found that they could take the lid off of the jar freely, and the fleas wouldn't escape. And the reason why is because they were programmed and conditioned to believe in their own limitations and not realizing their full potential. So whenever you add the word can't to something you do, you are limiting your potential, and you are sabotaging your efforts and your manifestations as well. Just remember that. So now we come to the word try. Oh, this is a one that I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. When there is no try, there is only do or do not, just like can't. There is no in between. So you either are doing it or you're not doing it. And if you know something and you're not doing it, it's the same as not knowing it. It really is. So if you know you should be doing something and you're not doing it, it's just like as if you don't know it. And this is where one of these times I'll break down the 4 levels of consciousness that you can have when it comes to doing something. And this has been thrown around by a couple of the gurus that I follow. So this is something that is an old teaching, but that's a topic for another day. Eliminate the word try. Like, I'm trying to do that. No, I am working on that. I am doing that. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm literally doing it or I'm not doing it. One or the other. It's as simple as that, and that's a simple phrase as I can give it. But now we come to the 4th word. And this word, it's simple, but yet it is so profound. And it can go both ways. It's a very neutral word, but most of the time it's put into a context that makes the sentence negative after the effect. And that word, my friends, is the word but. Oh, it would be nice to live in that nice big house that I want, or to be able to own the cars that I want, or to be able to have all of the money in the bank, to be able to live the way I please. But you just literally put the brakes on everything, because as soon as you threw that word in there, everything that you said before that just got thrown out the window. And now anything and everything that you throw after that. But I'll never have a job good enough, or I'll never have the capabilities of being able to have that. I'm not worthy, I'm not deserving, or I'm not good enough for it, comes along the line and sabotages your efforts, because as soon as you throw that word in the middle of a sentence, you're taking it from one area to another. Now, this can also work the opposite way. So it's not really one that you would have to fully eliminate, but it is one that you would need to use your discernment with. Let's say you have a bad situation. Oh man, this is a bad situation. This seems like it would be a really bad situation. But I know that there's goodness in this that I haven't seen. There's greatness in this that is yet to come, and my outcome is going to be spectacular no matter what. So you see, that word is very neutral in its context. But there's a higher % chance that we use it in a negative form to sabotage our efforts without even realizing the profundity of what we're doing until after the effect, or until somebody points it out for us. Hey, look, I've sat here and thought about these words, worked on eliminating them from my life and my vocabulary on my day-to-day speech with people. Because when you can eliminate certain words from your vocabulary, it actually gives you more power. It actually brings more positivity to your world, especially when it's negative words and their influence of these words that actually affect our lives. So take what messages resonate, leave the rest behind. This is Joshua signing off, letting you know that you are loved, you are cherished, you are needed, and you are wanted in this world. And that, yes, we all have the capabilities of being happy, and this is something that we all deserve to have. So I'm sending much love and many blessings your way, and hopefully this brightens up your day. Deuces, y'all. Till the next time.